Hi viewers, I'm your Dr. KOLA. We are going for English methods for TET examination. Yeah, we have the exam for almost 2 months. So we'll be going off for series of questions in English methods. So we'll see a first series of 10 questions. So first question, the history of second and foreign language instruction in the Western world goes back to the one Roman studied Greek. A, 3rd century BC, 2nd century BC, C, 1st century BC, D, none of this. The answer is B, 2nd century BC. Okay, second language, second or foreign language instruction, Western world started in 2nd century BC. Coming to next question, Macaulaay's minute was recorded on A, 2nd February 1835, 2nd February 1854, 31st January 1992, 31st January 1917. And you see, Macaulaay's minute is nothing but the modern English uh, education policy. What we are now going through is nothing but Macaulaay's English teaching, which is supposed, which is carried out all over India. So date is nothing but 2nd February 1835 is the answer. Okay. Once again, we remember Macaulaay's minute is nothing but he wrote in that Indians in blood, English in taste. Right? That was the main aim of Macaulay was to make us think in English or the way of, like English people. Third one, Macaulay's minute proclaimed the policy of British government. A. Official language. B. Associate language. C. Official associate language. D. International language. The answer is official language A. The education in India was introduced by English education was introduced by Wood, Macaulay, Sadler, Lord Curzon. Yeah, B, the English education. Okay, remember that there is a typing error. The English education in India was introduced by. Once again, the question is the English education in India was introduced by Macaulay. Okay, Wood's famous education dispatch was introduced A 1821, 1854, 1835, 1902. It marks very important era in English education. It is the second one after Macaulay. The answer is B. Okay, so in the answers it is marked wrong 1835. So please understand. Right. The Kothari Commission recommended English as link language, library language, literary language, both 1 and 2. The Kothari who said the destiny of the nation is decided in the classroom, and which we call as Secondary Education Commission also. So what he said about English is that it's a link language as well as library. Answer is D. According to Mehru, English is the window of the world, the crown of the world, the roof of the world, none of the things. And the answer is A, the window of the world, because it opens a number of opportunities. That is why we call window of the world. The third term, second language, is used to describe any language whose acquisition starts soon after birth, after the early childhood, in the early adulthood, the late adulthood. So, second language, which we call nothing but B, after the early childhood. In the regular, after birth, we acquire first language is the mother tongue. And the early childhood, when we go to school, we learn another language. We call it as a second language, right? Language learning is a process of subconscious, conscious, unconscious, superconscious. So ninth, the answer is be conscious. Okay, we learn language through conscious means by understanding. Without understanding, we can't go for language. So it's a conscious learning. Language learning is a conscious learning. Who are the best study to learn second language? Children below 6 years age, children below above 6 years age, teenage children, adults. Right? So the answer is A. Children below 6 years of age. MLAT stands for Mental Level Assessment Test, Model Language Aptitude Test, Modern language aptitude test, modern language aptitude test. The answer is D, modern language aptitude test, right? Then coming to, if the patterns of mother tongue, L1 and target language are similar. Patterns of mother tongue language 1 and target language. Is it positive transfer, negative transfer, or zero transfer, or none of this? The answer happens to be A, positive transfer. When you say patterns are similar, okay, they're same, mother tongue and target language, L1 and L2. And coming to English taught as a foreign language in the following countries: USA and UK, China, Japan, China, India, China, Japan, Greece, India, Australia, and South Africa. See, there are four options, and you see C. English is taught as a foreign language. China, Japan, China, Japan, and Greece. Okay, in India, it's a link language. Okay, English is taught as second language in the following countries: India, Singapore, Malay, the USA, UK, Australia, Japan, China, Greece, all of the above. Answer is A, India, Singapore, and Malay. The 15th one, English rather than the Chinese is considered a global language because it is spoken by the largest population, is easily learned by the foreigners, widely spread almost all over the world, the language with great vocabulary. Answer is C. Right? It is spread widely almost all the world. A class of person in Indians in blood and color, but English in taste, in morals and intellect is the outlook of it. Macaulay, Lord Moira, Charles Grant. I already told discussing a second question. Lord Macaulay, right? He is the pioneer in introducing English language in India. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.